These might be some of the weirdest succulents you'll ever see. Let's talk about lithops. What's up, fellow plant enthusiasts? My name is Dylan and this is Bane's Botanicals. Today we're talking about lithops. These are also known as living stones, and if we kind of look at them, you can see why. The tops of these things look very much like stones, and in nature you will see these things. Well, you probably won't see them because they grow in Africa, but when you see these, they grow in between rocks, so they look a lot like rocks because that's kind of where they grow. And they will pop out. These have expired, but they will pop out flowers kind of right in the middle of the stones. And occasionally when they're growing, they will kind of shed their outer skin. It makes me think of a snake is what it makes me think of. And eventually it'll shed the outer skin, and that outer skin will just kind of crinkle up and die. And then it's just got the newer, bigger plant in it. It's a bizarre way to grow. And when the flowers are in there, they look very pretty. But like I said, these have been gone for a minute. I probably just need to pluck them out of there. But lithops are neat. They're a neat addition to kind of any collection. And for the most part, they're easy to take care of, just like any other succulent. Here is the taxonomy information for lithops. Lithops are in Azoaceae. There are some other succulents in Azoaceae as well. But these guys are going to require bright light. Lithops are not a low light plant. They need bright light, similar to an Echeveria, where they really need that light so that they can thrive. I mean, all succulents need bright light, but these guys like it especially. As far as watering goes, this is one of the few succulents that you can sort of water like a cactus. A cactus is a plant that you let it dry out after it's dry, like you let it stay dry for days. Lithops are very similar because you don't want to overwater lithops. They can be susceptible to overwatering. Obviously, I have mine in a terracotta pot so that I make sure that that soil really dries out. But because they are kind of epipetric, which I believe that means they grow with rocks and everything, they don't sit in a lot of water, and it doesn't rain a lot because they are very succulent. So just make sure that you're kind of keeping them on the drier side. Don't let them stay dry forever. I mean, they still need water, but soil, obviously going to be a fast draining soil. Something with some extra sand or perlite in it would be good for them. As far as humidity, they don't need supplemental humidity. And fertilizing, just be careful. Just be careful with your fertilizer. You don't want to over fertilize them. So kind of really dilute. If you're using like a liquid, like synthetic fertilizer, just really dilute it down so that they're not getting too much. Since they are succulent and they do retain that water, they would hold on to that fertilizer a lot longer than they need to if you give them too much. So it could really cause a lot of damage. So just be careful. Other than that, lithops are pretty straightforward. They're pretty common. They're not too hard to find, but I will say that on a retail level, I don't necessarily see them come through a lot of retailers. But if you go to just a greenhouse that has a section for succulents and cacti, I'm sure you'd find some of these guys. So, and there are a multitude of different species. So I didn't even say what species this was because I don't know, but it's just one of those that they're a little trickier to identify. But as long as you know that it's lithops, how could you not? You should be fine. They almost look like they're from another world. I mean, if you look at them, how bizarre is that? Like this could be on an alien planet someplace. So that's all I've got about lithops, I think. So thank you guys so much again for the follows and the likes and everything and keeping up with my videos. I appreciate it so much. I love you guys for that. So until the next video, I will see you guys very soon. Thank you.